What's going on, y'all? This is Master Ace from EMC, Brooklyn, New York City, Brooklyn Dodgers, and the Juice Crew. What's happening?
One record. Just one record.
The one record I would choose had the biggest influence, really, at a young age for me, was a group called Chic. The song was called Good Times. That record, when it came out in, I want to say 1978, could have been 77, it took over the streets of New York City. It took over my neighborhood, Brownsville. Everybody wanted to be a DJ. Everybody wanted to get on the turntables and chop up that good times. Boom, 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 give it good times. And I was in the DJ crew, and all I wanted to do was just cut up Chic Good Times. We had competitions. We would battle and cut up this record for hours upon hours upon hours. And it was because of those hours of DJing and cutting up Chic Good Times, which was a disco record, which pushed me into the world of hip hop. So I really credit that song, Good Times, and the group Chic with sort of introducing me to the first stages of hip hop music, hip hop culture. So thank you, Chic, and thank you, Good Times. I think the first time I heard Good Times was on the radio in New York City. It's probably on Kiss FM. And you know, it was one of those jams that you would play in the park, and you would automatically, the older guys, because I was young, I was probably like 13 or 14, but the older guys would find a girl and they would want to dance with the girl. Back then they called the dance the freak. The freak. The girl would turn around and get all up on her booty and dance with her. And I wanted to be like the older guys and dance with a girl and get up on her booty and do the freak. But you know, disco doesn't get enough credit for the influence that it has had in hip hop. It kind of gets overlooked, but disco was really the beginnings of hip hop, especially jamming in the park, playing music in the park for crowds of people. So that's my memories of Good Times and Chic. Yeah, every time I hear Good Times, I still feel like that 13-year-old kid in the park watching the DJs cut, especially if it's getting cut up. It immediately takes me back to that time. Of course, a year or so after Good Times came out, it gave the birth to the Sugar Hill Gang and Rapper's Delight, which was a live interpolation of Good Times.
Now what you hear is not a test, I'm rapping to the beat. And me, the groove, and my friends are gonna try to move your feet. You see, I am Wonder Mike, and I like to say hello. Up to the black, to the white, the red, and the brown, the purple, and yellow. But first, I gotta bang, bang, the boogie to the boogie. Say up, jump the boogie to the bang, bang, boogie. Let's rock, you don't stop.
It was basically them recreating Good Times with a live band or a live production. But that whole song and the movement of hip hop was based on Good Times and Chic. So absolutely, those days are so important and so crucial to everything that we know now as being the hip hop culture. I mean, when I was a kid, rap music, hip hop period was the music of the youth. It was the young people. I was young. It was our music. We felt like we owned it. We felt like we created it to a certain extent. the concept of 2 turntables and a mixer and bringing the best part of the record back, bringing it back every time. All of that was created through young people, through hip hop culture, people on the streets. And so absolutely, I definitely feel like I was a part of that. I came up in that. I learned that from watching older guys do it. I wanted to do what they were doing. It pushed me into trying to DJ, which eventually led to me picking up a mic and rapping.
Man, it took me 15 years to understand my worth. It was 1988 when Marley planned my birth. Had to get my feet up out of the sand and surf. Never thought that my rap lines would span the earth, but they did. Went to every corner of the globe. It's time to reveal since y'all really want probe. I went from Brownsville kid, born in Kings County to Queenstown, sitting in the sauna in the robe. And since then, never took a day off from the pen. I understood hard work would pay off in the end, yeah. For as long as my body is strong, I'ma give it all I got, try to body a song. I'ma give it all I got, try to rip that show. And yo, understand I gotta get that dough. And so
I worked on the new album, The Fallen Season, for roughly 7 months of recording, and then about a month and a half, 2 months, not quite 2 months, mixing. So altogether, probably like 9 months working on that record. Producer Kid Beats from LA was the guy who did all the music, played everything, the interludes, everything. He played it himself. He's a really incredible composer and musician, on top of being a hip-hop producer who knew how to deliver those boom bap drums. And the combination of what he could do musically and what he could do with the drums was really the basis for me doing this album, The Fallen Season, which is about my childhood, my high school years. Around the same age, we were talking about good times, 13 years old, 14 years old, walking into high school. And that's what the album is based on, that time period.
I almost had the 90s by the throat. I was just
I mean, it depends on what you consider success. It's not Jay-Z's success, but it's still success on a level that I can come out to Europe and do a 20-city tour, and 500 people are coming out to the show to see me perform every night, and they know the words to every song, and they're there specifically to see me and meet me. So maybe not the financial success that you would want from music, but certainly success in terms of me as a creative person, me as an artist, me as somebody who does music that is heartfelt, that comes from a true place. The fact that there's people out there that appreciate that creation, that music that I put out, to me that's being successful.
Please understand that I'm living in the concrete jungle. Will I stumble as it crumble under my feet? In the building lobby, see my man Bobby puffing on the joint. That's the point when I eyes me. Ask what's the weight on the books in my knapsack. He's so amused, I'm confused why he asked that. Then I understand the motive and the plan. He's trying to be the man while I stand getting laughed at. Dudes got jokes, but very little hopes. That's why they try to bring me down like a halfback. But I got balance. My mom's made a promise. If I get the grades, I'll be praised like Thomas.
Yeah. I have a couple of movie ideas. Well, I have a screenplay that I started to write, and I have a TV pilot that I started to write as well. I also have a stage play concept that I'm working on as well. I have these periods where I write, and then I have down periods where I don't write. And for me, it's always good. It's better when I leave it alone for a while. And it's the same thing with writing rhymes. I write a few bars that are really good, then I kind of hit a wall and I walk away from it. I put it away. And then I come back to it fresh. And then I come up with some more lines. And that's kind of the way the writing process has been for the screenplay and for the TV show and for the stage play. But I do need to get back to the writing of it, because if you wait too long, it's almost like you're starting over again. So yeah, but that is in the works, and I'm excited about it. I can't wait for it to get done.
A dime for your goals and a quarter in your jeans. Trying to make $1 out of 41 cents.
Well, it's not, for me it's not zero, because my albums have kind of almost been like movies. Well, most of the albums that I've done I've had to write scripts for the skits. So I have characters. Those characters have personalities. I have to write words that they're going to say. I have to bring actors in or people in to play those parts. I have to give direction in the studio as to how they're going to say these lines, how they're going to deliver the lines. So it's not starting from square one. It's definitely going to be different doing it on that bigger scale. But I feel like at least I've had a little bit of experience as to what the process is like in terms of writing a script and getting a certain performance out of the people that are playing their roles.
That little rap cats ain't figure this. The specimen's regimen is rigorous. The hate so exponential. My potential means it's only couple bars for a nigga diss. Is it geometry or trigonometry? Try and count up all the currency that I'ma see. And where I'ma be, it's on top like a numerator. Fast, it's the cash accumulator. Trying to follow after this is like calculus. It's hard to calculate what you about to miss.
I mean, hip-hop has always had conscious records, and it's always had buffoonery. I think the same amount of music is going to be made, different types of music is going to be made. Whether the radio plays more conscious music is that's a different question entirely. Let's not pretend that there hasn't been conscious music being made all this time. There absolutely has been conscious music being made, but the radio, black radio in particular, has chosen to play the buffoonery, the nonsense, the stuff that doesn't help our culture, it doesn't help our community. So I'll leave it up to black radio to decide to start playing conscious music, but the records have always been there. They've always been there.
I'm a tour with from 88 to infinity. My energy made the crowd.
I mean, everything goes in cycles, they say. You know, I don't know. All I can do is watch and protect my family, be alert of my surroundings, try to carry myself in the right way. I try not to worry too much about things that I have no control over. And so that's how I've kind of tried to conduct myself, and I'll continue to do that.
Really cool one, isn't it? And yeah, have fun with it.
I'm not working on a new project, but I have a new project planned for 2017. Myself and Marco Polo are coming together to do an album. I promised him this a couple years ago, never got around to it. Now it's kind of the right time. We've got 12 of the beats already picked out. I just have to write the songs, and that comes from just getting the inspiration. It'll come to me eventually, probably at the beginning of the new year. I'll start to get the energy again to write, and I'll start writing the album.
That I'm under, I just wonder will they kill again. Please understand that I'm living in the concrete.
I mean, I don't know if it's fair to blame trap on everything wrong with hip hop or everything wrong with music, because artists are going to make the music that they're going to make. It comes down to the fans, because if all these fans really don't like trap, then why is it selling so many copies? If the fans want something different, they got to act by buying something different. If the fans buy something different, then the radio will realize that they need to play something different. I always put it back on the fans, because they control everything, because the money is what makes everything move in the States. If nobody's buying trap music no more, or very few people are buying it, guarantee you less of it will get made. Guarantee that less labels will be interested in signing new artists making that kind of music. As long as the fans keep going to the store and buying it, it's gonna keep getting made. So, and I don't blame the artists. They're gonna make what, some of these artists are just in it for a payday. They're not in it for the culture, they're not in it to show skills, they're not in it to beat dope MCs, none of that. They're in it because they have no other options. Their options were sell drugs, be good in sports, or be good rappers. They had no fallback plan, no plan B. So, they're just taking, to them, rap is a lottery ticket. It's like you go to the store, you drop your $2, you get a lottery ticket, and you hope that you get the numbers. And every year you see somebody else hit the lottery, and a lot of them waste that money that they make. and in 10 years they'll be broke and back to square one. So I put it on the fans. If you don't like it, don't buy it, don't support it, don't listen to it. Call the radio and complain and ask them to play other stuff. The fans drive the car, straight up.
A lot of right, add a little bit of wrong, and everything you work for, gone.
As I sit and count these clouds, I sure hope my mama